Hi, I'm John Harned with Epic Realty. In this video, we will cover what happens during your home inspection, how we handle repair requests, and a free service I provide to make your move a lot easier. Getting an accepted offer is exciting, but entering the inspection phase often brings some stress. You are suddenly handed a dense technical report, and it is completely normal to feel some anxiety about what those details actually mean for your future. To get a baseline picture of the property, I always recommend a general home inspection. This covers the essential systems of the house from the foundation up to the roof. Depending on the specific property, we also have several specialized options available. We can schedule a termite inspection, a sewer scope, an expert for the roof, or a swimming pool. These specialized checks require more out-of-pocket money today, but that investment significantly reduces your risk of discovering a massive, hidden repair bill after you already own the home. You are always free to hire whoever you'd like for these inspections. If you don't have a preferred vendor, I can provide a vetted list of trusted companies and handle all the scheduling for you. For the main home inspection, someone from my team or I will be there in person. We attend so we can ask the inspector direct follow-up questions and take our own notes on the fly. Once the reports are in, I compile every finding into a single, straightforward summary of the highlights. Filtering that data saves you hours of reading and keeps the focus on what actually matters, preventing unnecessary worry over standard, everyday maintenance items. Before we look at those findings, we need to set an honest expectation. Unless you are buying brand new construction, the home has some age on it. A 50 or 60-year-old property is naturally going to show signs of its age. Every report turns up issues. These findings are simply a factual record of the home's current condition, rather than a signal that the deal is falling apart. To make sense of the results, we triage every finding into one of these three specific categories. This allows us to objectively identify our top priorities. First, we look at the health and safety tier, shown here in red. These are immediate hazards, like exposed wiring or a gas leak, that must be addressed regardless of other factors. Next is the functional tier. These are issues affecting how the home actually operates, like a broken HVAC system or a leaky pipe. They aren't urgent safety threats, but they do require attention. Finally, we have the cosmetic tier. These are minor flaws, like scuffed paint or a cracked tile. They are worth noting for your future projects, but generally not items we bring to the seller. By absorbing these minor cosmetic touch-ups yourself, you preserve your negotiating power for the major issues that actually impact the home's value and safety. Separating structural defects from surface-level flaws gives us a clear roadmap. We can negotiate effectively without risking a solid house. Based on our summary, we decide together what to ask the seller to address. We document this in a formal notice called the BINSER, which serves as our official repair request. Once we submit that request, the seller has 5 ways they can legally respond. This flowchart shows the potential paths the negotiation can take. The first outcome is fix it. The seller agrees to hire professionals and complete our requested repairs before the closing date. This keeps cash in your pocket, but it means you relinquish control over the choice of contractor and the final quality of the work. Alternatively, they might offer a financial credit toward your closing costs or a direct reduction of the purchase price instead of doing the physical work. Taking a credit means you assume the burden of scheduling repairs after you move in, but you gain total control over the repair standards. A seller might also offer a partial response, agreeing to fix some items or provide a partial credit while declining the rest. Finally, they can decline the request entirely, refusing to make any repairs or offer any financial compensation. If they decline or offer a partial fix, we will talk through your options. You can accept their terms, negotiate further, or walk away from the deal. Walking away means you must absorb the cost of your inspections, but it successfully prevents you from purchasing a bad investment. The BINSER acts as a strategic leverage tool to either resolve major defects or safely exit the contract, regardless of whether the seller agrees to every fix. To make the move easier, I provide access to a Peak Connect. This free concierge service handles the logistical transition for you. About 2 weeks before closing, their team reaches out to research providers and set up utilities on your behalf. Using this service requires one brief phone call, eliminating the hours you'd otherwise spend on hold with utility companies. Between prioritizing the inspection results and utilizing the concierge team, we optimize your time and reduce the friction of the entire transaction. In our next video, we will cover the appraisal process and what happens if the bank's valuation differs from your offer price. Take a moment to write down any questions you have about inspections or repairs so we can go through them during our in-person consultation. If you need to reach out immediately, my direct contact information is right here on the screen. Combining expert guidance with realistic expectations transforms the most stressful phase of buying a home into a clear, manageable process.